wish you saw the bigger picture. I wish you saw the bigger picture. If I make it, I'll come back to get you. It's clear as day, but you don't see the vision. I wish you saw the bigger picture. What we got deserves some patience, cause this ain't no finger paint. I wish you saw the bigger picture. Beautiful and modern, all the same. But what's a photo if it's out of frame? I wish you saw the bigger picture. I pray you see the bigger picture. I call your phone, you don't pick up, you text me. Too late to come back, you say my art ain't even half the way it used to look. The color that I chose to compose my last masterpiece wasn't worth the cover of a book. I listened as you ran on by Rembrandts and Van Goghs that I used to show you what's so pure at heart. Now all the pictures that I draw lately perfect my need to be basic, and all that shading tears your world apart. Colic, I promise, you say it's scribble and scratch. I know you don't mean it, cause on your walls where it's at. It's not my best, I agree, but I did what I could with these sticks and these stones to get us out of the woods. I find my rhythm in my stroke, then you fall in love with my art like you did before. On that note, I let go, intent to my canvas to paint a mural of us. I hope that you understand the bigger picture. If I make it, I'll come back to get you. It's clear as day, but you don't see the vision. I wish you saw the bigger picture. What we got deserves some patience, cause this ain't no finger paint. I wish you saw the bigger picture. Beautiful and modern, all the same. But what's a photo if it's out of frame? I wish you saw the bigger picture. I pray you see the bigger picture. Back to my roots, count on my youth. You love the color of yellow, but I'm working with blue. Like what's the use of doing art if I ain't breaking the rules? My graffiti wasn't basic, but you thought it was cool. It used to be fun to watch me do what it do. But when the paint started drying, I stopped running to you and started walking away. Cause I could paint any day while I was being complete. I'm sorry I made you wait to get a crown of some space. I thought you'd be a great painter, cause you could see the good in me in all the angles. I rated your child we could have had in those clowns in your day, but you don't see the vision. I wish you saw the bigger picture. What we got deserves some patience, cause this ain't no finger paint. I wish you saw the bigger picture. Beautiful and modern, all the same. But what's a photo if it's out of frame? I wish you saw the bigger picture. I pray you see the bigger picture. I paint the sky blue. I paint the grass green. I paint the roses red. And everything in between. I paint the sky blue. I paint the grass green. I paint the roses red. And everything else in between. In between. In between.
You look good, man.
In between. I wish you saw the bigger picture. If I make it, I'll come back to get you. It's clear as day, but you don't see the vision. I wish you saw the bigger picture. What we got deserves some patience, cause this ain't no finger paint. I wish you saw the bigger picture. Beautiful and modern, all the same. But what's a photo if it's out of frame? I wish you saw the bigger picture. I pray you see the bigger picture. Wish you saw the bigger picture.
It's about the vision. Being a visionary. Yes, sir. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Come in and get some of this good energy. Y'all know I'm about to drop a few jewels, inspire you in some type of way. I am J Pitts Presents. I am your life coaching class is definitely in session. How you feeling this morning? Grand Rising to you. And I say Grand Rising not as the world say Grand Rising. I say Grand Rising to you at a level of energy to see, are you rising or getting up at your best you? Are you rising at your best you? Bringing your best you to the table of life. So if you want to have a great day, you should be seeking and looking to bring your best you to the table of life. If you bring in your best, life is going to offer its best to you. Now everybody is aligned. So when you get up the wrong way, you ain't prepared. A lot of you are not spiritually prepared because you get up wrong. You can't expect anything out to be great if you didn't even get up with greatness. You didn't even get up in a great way or a great manner. And a lot of us need to change that. How you operate, how you rise, how you think, how you feel, how you function. How you think, how you feel, how you function, how you maneuver, how you move it gives me great intel of your results and how your life gonna end or how your day gonna be. A lot of us move in a very unhealthy way. See, you can know when somebody's about to fail today by simply how they get up. I can tell how people are going to spend their day by how they start their day. How you start something is how you finish it. So if you rise with negativity, complaints, not looking at life as an opportunity, not seeking better opportunity, with low energy and vibration, it's not shocking that your day don't end up great. It's not shocking that your day don't end up good. What up, Thompson? I see you, Queen. Blessings to you. What up, Miss Cherry? Blessings to you. See, y'all got to start making better choices. And this got to be a practice. When you practice this, you're going to get the best results. You got to practice this in a manner that this all you know. So when you get up, make sure your spirit right. Make sure your mind right. Make sure your heart is right. Make sure you laying around next to somebody that's right. Make sure that your energies are at high levels, because a lot of us expect so much but have nothing to offer. Y'all have very high expectations, but you ain't offering life nothing. You don't even take care of you, but you want other people to. How does that work? How does that work for you when you want people to treat you right, but you don't treat you right? Come on, speak, God. Speak, God. Life is inside out, not outside in. If you don't treat you right, why are you expecting me to? How can one expect something from the outer, but don't even do it from within? See, this is why y'all got to unlearn to relearn. You got to change the way you think. Because if you want somebody to treat you right, you got to start treating you right first. It's energy. Energy is the only thing that cannot be destroyed, but yet transferred. So a lot of you want people, your family, your friends, your mates, your peers to treat you right. All God is saying, how do you treat you first? Come on, speak. I'm speaking to somebody right now. How do you treat you consistently? Because if you don't treat you right, don't expect the universe to compliment your todays with good people that's going to treat you right. Hello? See, this is why you don't win. Because you always looking out instead of from within. Before I even consider another individual to treat me right, I make sure Jeff is doing himself right first. This is loaded consistency. Why? Because scientifically, it proves that a person who does something for longer than 21 days becomes a lifestyle. So if I'm not treating me right for at least 21 days, this ain't how I'm truly living. This ain't how I truly living. It's for a facade or a show, for social media or for other people. But this gotta be something you practice. If you're not doing this for longer than 21 days, you're not properly living, and what you're portraying isn't real. Your happiness isn't real. Your security isn't real. Your self-esteem isn't real. You loving you isn't real, because this is not a practice. It's not a practice. God said you can't even love yourself longer than 5 minutes without you second guessing yourself, without you questioning you, without you putting yourself in a position where somebody else damage you. Why? Because you don't know your worth. And this doesn't become a practice. What up, Miss Butler? Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Grand rising to you. The reality is you cannot look out until you look from within. So don't expect no man, no woman to do something for you that you've yet to do for yourself consistently. This has to be a lifestyle. This is why I say the year is almost up. And some of you you women should have been fashionistas. And you men should have been GQ of the year. Because when you know how to love yourself properly, other people will not only be inspired, but they will yet support you being you, loving you, doing what you do. But nobody can want more for you than you want for yourself. So if you don't love you, don't expect me to. You know why? Wisdom says that's a big waste of my time. Because I'm throwing good seeds on a stony ground. You ain't giving me nothing to work with. So how am I supposed to love somebody who don't even know how to properly love themselves? I'll wait. It ain't going to happen. This is why I said, baby, go spend time with yourself. Baby, go do you. Baby, go work on you. Go handle your business. Go live your life. Go back into your singlehood. Do whatever you got to do, because no matter what I do, it is not going to benefit me, or it's not going to benefit you until you start doing it for yourself. Nobody in this world can want more for you than you want for yourself. So until you start wanting it, see, I can say, here's the thing. I can say you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're amazing, you're successful, but until you start believing it, it never exists. It never exists. Until you start believing it, what I say or do for you does not matter. This is why I always do a self-assessment, which helps me do a greater assessment to the people that I align myself with each and every day. If you don't love you, don't expect me to. If you can't enjoy you, don't expect me to, because you don't even understand universal law principles and values. Everything starts from within. Love does not start on the outside. Love begins and ends with self. So I cannot even consider loving a woman outside of me until I've mastered and conquered loving myself. This is why the type of love I give can sweep a woman off her feet. This is why the type of love that I give can open up the windows of your mind. This is why the type of love I give can be a great stimulant to your heart, your mind, and your soul. Why? Because I practice from within. If I can do it through myself, I can do it to anybody else. So you got to master this first. And this takes you spending time with yourself. You got to invest in you. I know your flesh wants certain things. I know you want to do this, that, and the third. But life is about sacrifices. So when you could be out hanging out with the friends, you could be aligning, entertaining a man or a woman, you choose to work on you. Because you are trying to properly, successfully develop. So when you do get out there, you get out there right. And stop being a repeated offender where you jumping in a relationship and now you out. Jumping in a situation, now you out. Dealing with this man or woman, now you're not. See, if you can just take some discipline and spend time with yourself and develop properly. God said you your worst enemy because you stunt your growth by always inconveniencing your life. By every time your flesh has a desire, you seek to align yourself with the wrong people, places, and things. See, you be growing and then you get cut back down. You develop and then you stunt your growth because you lack discipline. Every time a man in your inbox is entertaining. Every time a woman wants to do something with you physically, you there. Why? Because you can't control your flesh. You won't allow yourself to properly grow. You won't allow yourself to fully develop. So what you do, you inconvenience your life, become a person that is a repeated offender where you actually consistently make bad choices. Over and over and over again. Let me tell you something about you. You ain't got to go to hell to experience hell, because a lot of you are living hell on earth right now because the description of hell is bad repetition. Meaning you go through the same thing over and over. Come on, speak, God. Speak. So when you get in a relationship and it ends bad, you leave out of that relationship, go into another relationship, that ends bad. You go into another relationship and that goes bad. That is nothing but hell on earth because it's repetitive. It's repetition. Hell is repetition. So if you repeat life over and over and over again in a negative way, you just created hell on earth. This is why you can't develop. You're stunning your growth because of lack of discipline and lack of acknowledgement that you are making poor choices. Like I always say, better choices lead to better lives, because when this is repeated, it becomes a healthy lifestyle. Lifestyle. What up, Aaron? You already know. Bless to you, Queen. What up, Amber? I'm telling y'all, hey, we got to stop creating hell on earth by doing things so repetitiously, always repeating, doing the same thing. If you done been in 3-4 relationships and they ain't worked out, then it can't be just them. It gotta be you now. This is the point and opportunity for you to hold yourself accountable. But if you acknowledge these 4 bad relationships, go into your singlehood, understand why these relationships did not work. You develop, you grow, you discipline, you function under your singlehood. You start working on your errors of your ways. Then when you finally step out, it'll be healthy. It'll be accomplishing. It'll be soothing. It'll be fulfilled. And even if you don't align yourself with the right man or right woman, you'll pick up on red flags as soon as they come. As soon as they come. Hey, a woman questioned me before and said, hey, how do you know that me and you couldn't be together? I said, because I spend enough time with myself, baby. It don't take much. It don't take much. I spend enough time with me to know in the first 5 minutes whether or not I know me and you can have a life together. A woman knows in the first 5 minutes whether or not she could actually have physical, spiritual sex with a man. Just like a man knows in the first 5 minutes whether or not he can align his life or the rest of his life with that woman. It's facts. When you have true knowledge of yourself, universal law, principles, and values prove this. Because men are visionaries and women are virtuous. Virtuous only aligns to feelings, which means women are loaded of it. Visionary means a man has a vision. He has the power to see. He's loaded with vision. So men are visual. Women are filial. So when a woman meets you, there is great high potential. She knows within the first 5 minutes whether or not she will lay with you. Because she is the universal law of feelings and emotions. And if a woman don't know, then she has not reached her full potential, true knowledge of herself, and she has not physically, spiritually developed. Your brain does not become fully developed until you've gotten over 25 years old. So a lot of women out here is just doing stuff without even acknowledging what they're doing. Don't even notice the error of their ways. So if you're under 25 years old, you ain't ready for nothing serious. You ain't qualified for nothing serious. Your brain ain't even properly developed. This is why I'm so conscious of what my kids put in their eye. And when they bring me something, I'm very truthful, brutally truthful. And I teach them and educate them because the scripture says charity starts at home. Before they get something out in them streets and can be misled, they're going to get it right here. They're going to get it right here. They're going to hear it from the horse's mouth. They're going to get it from daddy first. So you ain't got to be, you'll know when somebody out in the streets behooving you and lying to you because your father teach you. Your father told you this. I ain't going to tell you nothing wrong. So if you want to know about sex, drugs, whoever, however, whatever, you're going to get it right here. And I'm going to give it to you raw and rugged, and I'm going to teach you. Because I understand your brain ain't even properly developed. Your brain won't even properly be fully developed until you turn 25 or more. So my job as a father is to protect them. Protect them by all means. Correct things that are wrong. Chastise them. Put them in their place. Hold them accountable for their actions. And give them knowledge at all times. Feed their mind, heart, body, and soul. And just don't tell them what to do, but tell them why to do it. But also teach trust in certain situations. The reason why you got to teach trust in certain situations is because trust should not be easily given from a child. So children will look at their uncle and trust them, and that's why their uncle molested them. Children will give trust to grandpa, because that's your grandpa, but their grandpa touched them in the wrong way. Trust should not be easily given. It should be earned. So I gain the trust of my children by telling them to do something, and then when they do it, they'll find out why I told them to do it. It's an opportunity for them to trust me. Oh, daddy told me to do this, so now I understand why he told me to do it. which led me to getting better results. So I have built a trust bond with him because he has not repetitively told me something wrong. I'm consistent. I ain't asking for their trust. I'm earning it. Y'all got to take the power out of titles, because y'all will take a title, trust the person, and then you'll get hurt. Then you'll get wrong. Mamas hurt children too. Daddies hurt children too. Family hurt people too. Friends hurt people too. Mates hurt people too. But you got to be more educated and be more qualified and understand that your children should not be just giving you trust. That you should earn their trust. Because if they're just giving it up to you because you mama and daddy, they're going to do the same thing out there in them streets. That anything that looks good, smell good, talk good, act good, I trust you now. And now they make poor choices now because you didn't qualify them. You didn't prepare them for life out there. So my children don't give me trust, that I earn their trust. Just as much it's vice versa. It works hand in hand. I'm not telling them to do something without teaching them why I'm telling them to do it. But when we build trust with each other, hey, baby, go do that. What, daddy? Go do that. Go do that. And then we're going to talk about it after you do it. When she go do it, she's like, Dad, I found out that this, that, and the third. And I'm like, do you see why I told you to do it? Yes, Daddy, I see why I told you. I'm earning her trust. I'm earning her trust. I'm trying to teach you that, baby, I'm not going to tell you nothing wrong. I got your back. One thing my mama always say, she always told us as young men, she said, when you're wrong, you're on your own. But when you're right, baby, let's fight. Put your gloves on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. My mama always said that to her sons. She said, when you're wrong, baby, you're on your own, because I don't support nobody's mess. Son or no son, I'm not supporting your dirt. I don't like parents who go along with their kids' mess just because that's their child. You's a fool. That same behavior is going to deceive you when they get older, because you babysitting trash behavior that's going to dump back on you. It's going to be an issue for you long term because you didn't decide to be a real parent. So when my children wrong, I don't go along. They're on their own. But when you're right, we band up. We're going to fight. My mama she set that principle in us at an early age. She always said to us, she said, when you're wrong, baby, you're on your own. You made that bed, you got to lay in it. You got to lay in it. But when you're right, I got your back. We're going to fight. We're going to fight. What up, Zay? What up, Zay? What up, Brittany? Blessed to you, Queen. What up, Christian? Blessed to you. Today going to be a phenomenal day. Those who love and support me, like and share. And if I bless you, inspire you in some type of way, bless my business, my Venmo, my Cash App is pinned there. It's in the title. But what I want you to stop doing is wasting your time. How y'all waking up consistently? I'm not talking about today because it's easy to do the right thing when everything's going right. But what about when things are going wrong? The character is defined by how you respond to things when everything is going wrong, because it's easy to do the right thing when everything is going right. Who are you? Your character is revealed. Some of y'all don't realize your character is flawed because of how you respond to certain things. It's not so much of what a person say. It's not so much a point of what a person do, but it's how you respond to it. Instead of me reacting in a negative way, I take it and use it for a learning situation, an opportunity for me to grow. It's how I respond. See, I can't control what a person do, but I can control me. I can control how I react. I can control how I respond. I never looked out to assist me in my feelings, if that makes any sense. I never looked out at another individual to confirm how I feel about me. Here's the issue that I have with a lot of y'all. Y'all can be with you all your life, but allow somebody to come in your life for a fraction and make you question you. How is that real? How is that even possible? Unless you haven't been living right prior to you meeting that individual. You haven't been developing or growing as an individual under their singlehood. A hood is something that covers, something you go up under for high levels of development, protection. So how you 35 years old, 38 years old, 40 years old, 50, 60 years old on this live right now, and you can be with you all your life and allow somebody to come in your life for a fraction and they change you. You questioning you now. You got low self-esteem now. You don't believe in you now. How? I wish a nigga would. How in the world? Ain't no way I've been with me all my life and you can come in my life and change me. I should be more established. I should be more established mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, sexually. Y'all, there are too many people that are adults, but you're not grown. You're not grown. You have no self-control. You don't even show levels of development. You have no maturity. You can't even hold a true conversation for longer than 5 minutes without either talking about being in somebody's bed or, talking about sex or just doing the wrong thing. Your intellectual property is flawed. What's on your mind this morning? To be God is a mentality. You got a temple here and a temple here. This is what God should be. What up, Nika? What up, Nika? So y'all sit back and wait. Y'all sit here and align yourself with no good people. It is very detrimental for you to not have true identity and knowledge of self. You got to get to know you before you can get to know somebody else. You don't even know what you want out of life, but you talk about you like that man. Or you talk about you like that woman. You don't even know yourself. How can you be of service to me and you don't have true knowledge of yourself? You don't know how to love you. You can't even think about you for 5 minutes. Y'all always thinking about everybody else. God said, what about self? You have done everything for other people majority of your life. And this is fact. You live for your mama. You live for your daddy. You live for your siblings. You live for your peers. You live for your mate. You live for your children. You live for social media. And all God is saying, well, hey, when you going to start living for you? What about what you like? What about what you love? You always lived out, but you've yet to live from within, and that's your issue. That's why you're losing in life. That's why you're hurting. That's why you can't receive the things you desire. That's why you can't accomplish nothing, because you're always looking out instead of looking from within. That's your issue. But you need to start investing in you. When you going to start betting on you? When you going to open up the purse or open up the wallet for yourself? When you start betting on you, the world will bet on you too. Universal law proves it. When you strategically believe from within, folk will start believing from the outside. You will attract people that will service you or assist you. But you never believed in yourself. So why would you expect me to believe in you when you don't believe in you? Y'all got to stop playing games with your life. Love yourself more. But let's address the elephant in the room. Happiness. Folk always tell me, I want to be happy. I want to be happy. I just want to be happy. I just want my peace and happiness. No, baby. You don't need to be happy. For the scripture says, happiness is constantly fleeting, but joy is everlasting. Happiness is constantly fleeting, but joy is everlasting. Hey man, even we can go to what? James 1:1-3, where it says, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. What is James trying to say in that? What is James? He said, count it all joy. He didn't say count it all happiness. He said count it all joy, because James knew happiness wasn't enough. Y'all speaking and attesting to something that you don't even have true knowledge of. Y'all, for those of you on this live right now, you're saying that you want to be happy, and God said, well, that ain't enough. You seek happiness all your life. How does that work for you now? What have you gained from that now? I'll wait. You said you want to be happy. What did you gain from it? You ain't gained much from seeking happiness, because real people who are conscious, who have opened up their third eye, having true knowledge of self, understand that happiness ain't enough. So real conscious people who understand what happiness truly is never seeks happiness. Happiness is temporary satisfaction. Happiness is addressing something on the surface. Come on, speak, God. Happiness is the opportunity of you wanting something in the moment. But joy is everlasting. That's why James said joy. He didn't say happiness because he knew what happiness was, understanding that it wasn't enough. Happiness ain't enough to secure your life. Happiness can secure a moment, but it cannot secure a life. Understand this. Let me say that again. Happiness is enough to secure a moment, but it is not enough to secure a lifestyle. James understood that. That's why he said, count it all joy. He said all, because he knew that joy can cover all things. Joy gives you peace. Joy gives you understanding. Joy makes you feel confident about yourself. Joy teaches you how to have self-esteem. Joy can have you smile in the rain. Joy can give you peace that surpasses understanding when other folk can't understand why you ain't gave up in life. After all you done been through, why you ain't quit? Because of joy. Why you ain't throwing the towel? Because of joy. Joy is everlasting. So those of you on this live that's seeking to be happy, stop. It ain't enough. And you know this because you've been seeking happiness all your life. You've been seeking happiness all your life and you're still spiritually insufficient. You're still empty on the inside. You're still struggling with some things because you're seeking something that ain't going to fulfill you. It's not aligned to purpose. It's not going to develop you in a healthy way. So this is your issue. This is your big issue. Stop. Stop. Truly stop. Stop. Stop seeking happiness. Seek joy. See, happiness is one who addresses the body. But joy will not only fulfill the body, but also fulfill the soul. See, if I can use this analogy, because I'm the king of doing this analogy thing. Happiness, I can take a tater chip right now, and I can crumble it in pieces. And every little piece you pick up, that is happiness. Every little piece, come on, speak God. I can take a tater chip right now and crunch it. And, sprinkle it out and just let it lay right there. And every time I pick up a little piece, that is happiness. It's little, it's very small. It's not fulfilling. You can taste the chip, but it ain't going to get you full. You ain't going to get the fullness of that tater chip. But that's what happiness is. Come on, speak, God. I'm speaking to somebody right now. I'm speaking to somebody learning something right now. Somebody going to stop speaking happiness. Somebody going to get off this live pigeon-toe the bow leg mess with me. You're going to have to get a new pedicure. I'm stepping all on your toes because I'm talking to you. You need to stop seeking happiness because you're ruining your life. You wasted so much time in your life seeking happiness when you need joy. You need something that is sufficient. Yeah, happiness is nothing but a piece. Happiness not, I can take a tater chip and crunch it into pieces. And when you pick it up, that is nothing but happiness. Every little piece you pick up, that is nothing but happiness. And yet you'll taste that little piece. Notice it's a chip, but you ain't fulfilled. It's not fulfilling. You know why? Because it's happiness. Happiness is only designed to secure a moment, but it's not enough to secure a lifetime. What up, Beezy? What up, Beezy? Blessed to you, King. Bless you and your family. It is not enough. So y'all sit here searching for crumbs when you can have a whole bag of chips. You're searching for crumbs in life, but wonder why your life ain't fulfilling. God said if you keep seeking crumbs, your life ain't gonna never be fulfilled. Speak, God. Speak. Speak. This is why you're insufficient. This is why you make poor choices. Because the reality is you're seeking crumbs. The crumbs of life, when you should be seeking to be whole, fulfilled, the whole bag of chips. Yeah, you live a crummy life because you seek happiness when you should be getting the whole bag of chips, which is joy, which will have you fulfilled. Happiness is nothing but me taking a chip and crunching it into pieces and spreading it on the table, and you pick up each crumb and eat it. Yeah, it's just enough to fulfill the taste to your taste bud in your mouth. That's what happiness is. But joy is everlasting. Joy is fulfilling. Joy can heal you. Joy can help you be successful. Joy can give you peace that open up your eyes for more clarity. Joy will increase your decision-making skills. Joy can turn any situation around. Joy can have you smile even though you're going through a bad situation. Joy will have you finish something you started. Though your personal life is going through hell, your physical life can be heaven because joy is keeping you from not quitting. Joy is resetting your focus. Joy is getting the crust out of your eyes. Joy is developing you. Joy is the reason why you ain't quit yet. Because there's elements of joy in your life. Because there's plenty of folk out here killing themselves. Suicide rate is very high. Suicide rate is very, very high. So why you ain't killed you? Why you ain't giving up? Because somebody is either speaking joy into you, showing joy, or you got elements of joy in your life. Because happiness is certainly not enough. What up, Amber? Bless you, Queen. Happiness ain't enough. Happiness is nothing but me taking chips and crumbling up into pieces. And every little piece I pick up, that is happiness. It's that big. It ain't even enough to quench the taste of your tongue. And that's what happiness is. It's when one accepts temporary satisfaction versus longevity. Happiness is lower level pieces of joy. When you create happiness consistently, it turns into joy. Joy is completeness. This is why the scripture says happiness is constantly fleeting, but joy is everlasting. This is why James 1 said, count it all joy. Because if you can count it all joy, you're going to make it. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you've been through, you're going to make it, baby. I'm telling you right now, Kings and Queens, I don't care what's been thrown at you in your life. I'm going to tell you in this moment, you shall live. You shall not die. You shall not give up. You're not going to quit. Yeah, you might have been dealt some bad hands. You might be going through. You might have been swimming in a pool of your tears. You might have been lied on. You might have been mistreated. You might have been cheated. But I'm telling you, joy is going to keep you, baby. It's going to keep you. You going to make it. This is the fulfillment of what joy has to offer. Happiness don't have much to offer. Happiness is just like a nut. It's just like a nut. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. Well, that's it. But when life has foreplay, come on, speak God. When life has substance, when life has true love, by the time you get to the icing or the cake of having sexual favors or physically, it's fulfilling. Have you ever laid with a man or woman and then after you have sex, you ask yourself, man, why I do that? Man, why I do that? Why I lay with her? Or why I lay with him? It's because you were seeking happiness and you should have been seeking joy. See, you were seeking temporary satisfaction, satisfying and servicing the flesh. What you need something that's going to not only service this body, but also service the soul. Come on. God. So if you're going to lay, you got to lay with purpose, baby. You got to live with purpose because purpose is aligned to joy. Temporary satisfaction is aligned to happiness. Y'all living a crummy life. You just like potato chips. I just crumbled up because you're seeking a crummy life when you should be seeking a lifestyle that is more fulfilling. So let me ask you a question. What do you want this morning? Do you want to be happy or do you want to be joyful? It's called joyful for a reason. Because one who is joyful is full of joy. But happiness leads to joy. When you're just happy, it's going to come and it's going to go. Happiness is something that is consistent. So when one knows how to be happy on Monday, but also choose to be happy on Tuesday, also choose to be happy on Wednesday, also choose to be happy on Thursday, and they practice this, that happy turns into happiness, which develops into the highest form of happiness, which is called joy. Come on, it's your consistency, baby. You ain't consistent enough. You ain't consistent enough. That's why you're struggling. That's why you just like at Devonshire Elementary School on the seesaw, you up and down in your emotions. You good one day and then you down again. You happy and then you depressed because God said you don't have no consistency, baby. You're not consistent. This has not formed into a practice. That's why you're struggling. You your worst enemy. It's your decision-making skills. You chose to be that way. You chose to deal with that no good individual. You chose to label that person family when they function under generation curse. You chose to label that person as your friend knowing they are friendly. You chose to label that man or woman knowing that they weren't right. It's in your choices. Better choices lead to better lives. When you practice this, this becomes a better lifestyle, healthier lifestyle. So what you willing to do? Are you still chasing happiness? Because the lie detector has determined this is a lie. You ain't gonna never be happy. Because happiness ain't enough to service a life. It's enough to service a moment. So what you willing to do? You gonna choose happiness? Or you gonna choose joy? I need something that's fulfilling. I need something that has substance. I need something that's gonna make me proud and excited to wake up every day. I need something that's going to inspire me to be my best me. Bring my best me to the table of life. Oh, be of inspiration. Yeah, you right, Miss Tom. You already know, Queen. You already know. Yeah. I'm not selling for no being happy. I'm not selling for just no happiness. I want happiness at its highest form, and that is called joy. So are you happy or are you joyful this morning? Because if you're happiness, if you're happy, you need to keep going. You need to keep going. Happiness cannot develop into joy if you're not consistent. You can't seesaw life. Nobody said life is going to be perfect. Nobody said you're not going to have ups and downs, but you do have a choice in how long you focus on something that is negative. And here's the thing, how I'm going to help you get over that. If it's something you can't change or control, you got to let it go. You got to let it go. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. No. You said you want joy. You said you want your life to change. You said you want your life to become better. Well, if you still waking up every morning focusing on things you can't change nor control, then you already robbing you from some of the best moments of your life. You already deceiving you. That's why nothing ain't changed. Because the way you operate. No matter how bad it is, no matter how damaging, no matter how bad it sounds, I never focus on something that I cannot change, nor can I control. It's easier said than done, baby, but what are you willing to do for the sake of your happiness to joy? What are you willing to do for the sake of your success? What are you willing to do for the sake of your family? Because here's the thing about you people that got children. You're teaching them without teaching them. Children learn by what they see, not by what you do. Not by what you say. So it's about what you do, not what you say. You can talk all day long, but children learn by what they see, meaning what you do. So this whole time, you function in a way, your child is learning these behaviors. No matter what you say, what you say, gonna only resonate with them. Come on, speak, God. Let's just give them the wisdom. Give them the wisdom. Just give them the wisdom right now. See, I'm the king of analogies. Let me tell you something. When my mother used to tell us things, she used to drop jewels all day, every day. My mama, and the way she tattooed it to our mind was to be repetitive. Let me give you just one quote she said. Everything bad ain't bad. My mama used to say that and then walk away. Son, everything bad ain't bad. Son, you know everything bad ain't bad, and then she walk away. Son, you know everything bad ain't bad, and then walk away. I said as a child, knowing that what she said, but as I start maturing, I realized, oh, Mom, what you were saying is life is about perspective. It's only bad because I counted as being bad. The lesson was being taught then, but I did not understand it until I got older and started developing and maturing. Everything bad ain't bad. So my mom was saying, boy, change your view. When you change your view, the thing you look at as bad will begin to change. Now you see it as something better. Instead of looking at it as bad, now you're looking at something better because you changed the way you viewed it. See, you count your situation as bad. God said it's the best thing that could happen to you. Man, please. Man, please, child boo. Nah. You count it as bad. God said, you count it as bad, God counted it as great. This is the best ingredient for your success. This is the best thing that could have ever happened to you. But you count it as bad, God said it's good. This is great for you. You just can't see it right now because you ain't looking at what you're going through and where it's taking you. Come on, God. You're not looking at where it's taking you. You just caught up in the moment because you said you're not happy by what you're experiencing. Well, happiness wasn't enough anyway, so why are you settling for it? Why are you focusing on it? You need to be focused on something that is more sufficient, that has more substance, which is joy. Instead of focusing on what you're going through and what you've been through, focus on where it's taking you. Focus on how it's developing you. Focus on how it's securing you. Focus on where, man, like how it's taking you and bettering you as a person, as a man, as a woman. Y'all so caught up in what you don't like. What about what you do like? I never focused on who didn't love me. I always focus on people who do. See, we are not the same. I never focus on what a nigga won't do. I always focus on the people who will. See, we are not the same. Y'all be saying y'all focus on things you can't change, nor you can control. Oh, what he said, oh, he don't love me. No, how about focus on a man who will love you, baby? You so caught up on what a man won't do, you need to focus on what a man will do. And then when you change that narrative of thinking and you practice this, you will never settle. You'll never settle and never inconvenience your life by making poor choices. I never focused on who didn't love me. Especially when they acknowledge it, I focus on people who do love me. So you can stay over there, but my focus ain't even on you. I'm focused on who do love me. I'm not focused on what people won't do. I'm focused on people who will do it. See, you got to change your focus. See, y'all got appetite for negativity. You got to really, really flush your spirit. A lot of y'all got a lot of bad appetites for negative people, places and things, but want to have how you love focusing on negative things, but want to have a positive life. Make it make sense, bucko. Make it make sense. How do you love entertaining negativity, but want to have a positive life? The eye is the light to the soul. So if you love focusing on negativity, you ain't doing nothing but attracting more negative entities into your life. Love and hip hop can be entertaining, but how much more are you going to entertain that, but then go to your reality and say you want to have a healthy, loving, positive life? See, the enemy understands your eyes better than you do. Because what you view on a consistent basis is your point of views. Come on, speak, God. You're in your bag this morning. That's your point of view now. You've inherited something that somebody designed to conflict not only with your life, but your body and your soul. How folk know more about you than you do? The eye is the light to the soul. And if you don't have control over you, these entities will influence you. When I listen to certain music, I listen to words, energy, and vibration. I want to know because I want to pay attention to how it makes me feel. If it sends me to a lower vibration, then I ain't listening to it. If it makes me feel negative, I shy away from it. I shun away from it. If it puts me in a lower vibration, I don't allow myself to it anymore. I don't care if it's something I see, something I hear, whether it's music, whether it's TV, whether it's people, whether it's places, whether it's things, it don't matter. Y'all need to start paying attention to how you react. See, when a person loves somebody, when a person says, I love you, I can just bring myself to the front of the congregation. I don't love easy, but when I do, I love hard, if that makes any sense. Because I'm an all in, all out type of guy. If I love you, baby. I'm going to tell you, I love you. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do for you. As long as it ain't going against my principles, my beliefs, my values, I love you. I love you. But that's not something that just instantly happens overnight. I don't love easy, but when I do, I love hard. Reason why I love hard because I'm a serious guy. I'm serious about where I put my time, where I put my efforts, where I put my jewels, where I put anything that is treacherous to me. But I'm telling you about self. When a person loves you, it's because they love who they are when they're with you. Come on, speak, God. Who are you when you're around them? This is what you need to assess. Family, friends, mates. Who are you when you're around them? Who are you when you listen to certain music? Who are you when you eat certain foods? Who are you when you watch certain TV shows? Assessment. Because this will tell you if you need to stay or leave. Oh, no, I ain't dealing with that. My brothers know me. I ain't got to give nobody no explanation. When I'm around some bad energy or bad person, I get up. Like that. My favorite gif is the LeBron James. When he get up, put his glasses on, grab his little man purse, and he out. Yeah, I'm out. Bro, I'm out. My brothers know. They understand. Oh, Jeff gone. He been left. Jeff don't play that. When things start going left and becoming messy, oh yeah, I'm not entertaining that. What would you take me for? So you want me to waste my time focusing on something that ain't gonna compliment me or compliment why we all here? I'm out. I ain't gotta explain that to you, because you need to give me an explanation of why you operating the way you operating. Why are you wasting time focusing on something negative? Why are you behaving this way and you're supposed to be grown? Where's your levels of maturity? So yeah, my family know me. When stuff go left and stuff ain't right, I'm out. Unless we trying to fix it, okay, I can stay. But if we ain't trying to fix it, I'm out. And you don't deserve an explanation. See, because you should have never put me in a position where I had to make a decision to leave. Oh, why Jeff leave? You know why, nigga. You know why by how you operate, how you act. You know what you said. You know what you done. You know you trying to be messy. You know you creating drama. I don't want to be aligned to it. Y'all got to start making better choices. When stuff ain't right, lose your appetite. Walk away, leave, disassociate. Sometimes to elevate, you got to separate. Sometimes to elevate, you got to disassociate. Sometimes to elevate, you got to relocate. Why you stay there? Why you stay in that bad relationship knowing it ain't no good for you? Why you keep entertaining that man knowing he don't really love you? Why do you live with that woman knowing she don't understand you? Why you keep dealing with individuals that don't complement your life? It's not beneficial, meaning there is no benefits, because you be in a situation where you're not accomplishing anything. You're not being successful. You're not happy. That leads to happiness that goes from happiness to joy. When you gonna change? Make this your opportunity today. Somebody say, when, Jeff? Now will be a great opportunity, because you ain't promised tomorrow nor the next hour. Now will be a great time to make some conscious decisions right now that's going to complement your life. It's called betterment. And better choices lead to better lives. But if I tell you I love you, it's because I love who I am when I'm with you. See, only a person that is truly conscious will pay attention to who they are when they're around certain people. This is why you don't leave, because you never considered self when you was around somebody else. Come on, Steve God. You never considered self when you was around somebody else, because you always focus on other people. You always giving out. God said, when you going to start giving from within? When you going to consider you? When you going to invest in you? When you going to love you? I'm telling you, most of y'all have lived majority of y'all life with other people and yet to live for yourself consistently. When you going to grow up? When you going to start loving yourself more? When you going to start focusing on you? The devil going to come to you and say you being selfish. No, baby, I'm responsible. Last nigga tried to come to me and tell me that I'm being selfish. I said, no, baby, I'm being responsible because I'm an asset. And me taking care of me benefits anybody that's tied to me. Hello? Because if I don't take care of me, to you, I'm going to be a liability. Hello? Y'all got to stop allowing people to inconvenience your life and play mental gymnastics with you, all because they want something out of you while you trying to work on yourself. You got to change. You got to develop. Go back in your singlehood. Go back in your womanhood. Go back in your manhood and properly develop. And when you and God only knows when you're ready. And when you're ready, you're going to step out in a better way. And you're going to look at the world so different. You're going to look at the world so different. And you're going to only align yourself with like-minded people. Nigga trying to tell me, oh, I'm being selfish. Yeah, all right. You ain't changed none of my choices or decisions. It didn't even affect me. Nah, not even a little bit. No, I'm not selfish, baby. I'm responsible. I'm responsible for me because before there was a you or anybody else, that was a me. It was me when I came out of my mother's womb. I didn't have a relationship. I didn't have children. I didn't have friends. I didn't even know I had a family. It was just me. So when God gave you're supposed to take care of you responsibly. When are you going to make better choices? If life ain't inside out instead of outside in, you already losing. Because God said you never considered you first. This is not being selfish, baby. This is being responsible. Because you can't take care of nobody else until you take care of yourself first. You have to master this. You have to conquer this. See, man, I teach people this all the time, man. I'm with my clients. When we have these life coaching sessions, I have to unlearn to make them relearn. And it's some of my clients, it's so hard to pull up roots, but we get there. Because I can use as an analogy with my clients. When I teach them to unlearn, to relearn mentally, it's like taking your whole life and everything on the table and wipe it all off. I'll wipe it all off. I don't care. Flip the table over. I don't care who you was, how you was, what you've been taught, what you've been learned. It don't matter. It don't matter. You got to unlearn to relearn because how you've been living ain't been working for you. So why would I take something from what has already been existing in your life and literally work that way? And it ain't been working for you, which led to you coming to me for assistance. So what I'm going to do is clear the table and we're going to start from scratch. Like my mama doing, she make that cornbread. That cornbread that tastes like sweet cake. Start from scratch. Because what you was doing wasn't working for you. So we ain't even going in that direction no more. You got to unlearn to relearn. You got to start all over. Somebody on this live right now is ready for a new beginning. Somebody on this live is ready to start brand new, fresh, like some brand new sneakers. Somebody is about to start brand new, like a fresh outfit on the first day of school. Somebody is seeking a change right now. I'm telling you, somebody is getting tired. And my definition of tired is immediate change. You tired of what you've been through. You're tired of what you're going through. It's a change. You need a change in your life. You ready to let go. You need a renewal. That new, just as the day is new. When the sun rolls up, you need a renewed spirit, a renewed mind, and a renewed heart. Somebody's still working on happiness, but it's still spiritually insufficient. Happiness ain't enough. You need joy because it's everlasting. It will complete you. It will fulfill your day, which will teach you to fulfill your life. Because anybody who will pimp, trick, and hoe a day will pimp, trick, and hoe a life. You wasting time. I never considered what a person won't do. I don't even have a conversation about what a nigga won't do. Why would I focus on somebody who won't do it when I can focus on somebody who will? Why would I focus on somebody who don't love me when I can be looking at all these, embracing all these people who do love me, baby? Come on. Y'all got to change the way you operate, the way you think, and the way you view things. It's your point of views. Your inner view of life sucks. This is why you can't get hired for joy. It's because of your inner views. Come on, speak, God. I hope you caught it. I hope you caught it. Your interview of life for what you desire, joy, love, success. Your interview sucks out because of your inner views. God said your view is flawed. You ain't got 20/20 vision spiritually. You dang that don't have a 20/20 vision physically. Your third eye ain't open. You ain't conscious. You're not aware of your poor choices. You're not aware of your behavior, nor are you trying to change when you acknowledge it. This is why life can't get better. This is why your life ain't healthy. This is why life don't feel prosperous. Stop saying I want to be happy. You're being suckered for temporary satisfaction that's only going to service the body for a moment. You need joy. Joy is everlasting because not only will it fulfill your body, but it will fulfill your soul. It will fulfill your mind and it will fulfill your heart. Make a conscious decision. Those who love and support me, like and share. Send it to somebody who's still trying to be happy when they should be joyful, full of joy. If I inspire you in some type of way, the tip jar is there. The tip jar is pinned there. It's in the title. But I want you to live a better life getting off this live. Don't get off this live until you made a better choice. I need you to make some decisions right now that's going to make the future you look back at the you of you today and say, thank you. Jeff, I'm so glad you didn't do that. Jeff, I'm so glad you made that choice. Jeff, I'm so glad you made that choice in 2012. I'm so glad you made that choice in 2014. I'm so glad you moved the way you moved in 2017. I'm so glad you made that choice in 2019. Because the reality is, you need to start making better choices. That's going to make the future you look back at the you of you today and say, thank you. Your decisions today that has great quality will bless your future. I always say at the end of my lives, you ain't on my life for me. Nobody put a gun to your head. You made that choice. You made that choice to invest and sacrifice your time. I hope what I've said have inspired you in some type of way so you can live your best life going forward. You only get one life to live. I don't know why y'all walk around thinking y'all a cat that got 9 lives. I don't know why y'all playing life as if it's a video game. This ain't Mario Brothers. You don't get a 1-up. You only get one shot at life. So you need to make today count. I'm not about to waste my time focusing on something that's negative, something I can't change or control, knowing I only got one life to live. I love you. I just want you to live a better life. I just want you to make better choices and decisions before you get up out of here. Because you coming up out of here one way or another. When you die, you're going to be dead a lot longer than you're alive. You've been with you. You was born with you. You're going to be with you for the rest of your life. You're even going to die with you. And when you die, you're going to be dead a lot longer than you are alive. So why aren't you choosing you first? Why aren't you making you a priority? You're going to be dead a lot longer than you are alive. You do know that. Ask George Washington. I tell my clients to do this all the time. They're like, Jeff, you're so crazy. But yeah, what you think is crazy, what men think is crazy is wise before your time. It's wise before your time. Go, baby, go get your little Google. Go get your little Google. Go Google George Washington. Look up at how old George Washington was before he died. And then Google how long the earth has been here and is projected to be here. He's going to be dead a lot longer than he's alive. What is God trying to say in that notion? Your time is valuable. I wish I would focus on the person who don't love me. Child boo. I wish I would focus on somebody who didn't love me. I wish I would focus on somebody who won't do something. I focus on the people who will and the people who do love. I wish I would focus on something I can't change nor can I control. Why would I focus on a situation I can't change or can control? Why? What would be the point and purpose of that? Y'all have created habits or behaviors that has taught you how to waste time. The devil out here selling time. He's tricking you out of your time because you're not acknowledging the tactics of the enemy. You got to know your enemy so you can see how they're going to come. The enemy going to say you selfish. No, baby. In reply, I'm being responsible. That's what I told him and her. I'm what? Okay. I'm responsible. Do you know that was me before you? When I was in my mother's womb, you wasn't that nigga. So life is universal principles, laws, and values. Life is inside out, not outside in. And if you want me to be of anything positive to you, I have to work on me. I have to love me. I have to take some time to myself. I have to invest in me. I have to make some decisions that's going to be of the betterment of self. Why? Because if I'm not better myself, I can't be a great assistance to nobody else. Some of y'all have not accepted the fact that you are a true liability versus an asset. Because you don't know how to love you nor take care of yourself the right way. And if show ain't been consistent, you always thinking about everybody else but yourself. And now you empty. And the same energy you give out, nobody's giving back from within. Come on, speak, God. We don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about that? As people call you right now and you drop everything and go. Them people don't got the same energy for you, but you do it for them. Why? Why? Stop putting yourself in positions to be spiritually insufficient. God said, I wish you was a fly on the wall when you call and ask them for help. But when they ask you for help, you gone. You gone. You got. But when you call them and need them, you should hear them murmuring. You should hear what they say. You should hear how they talk about you to other people. Yeah, they do. They talk about you, baby. Kings and queens, they talk about you. So stop putting yourself in position where you're going to be in spiritual insufficient for people who don't really care about you or love you. I always say at the end of my life, peace and love. A man functions out peace, a woman functions out love. If you disrespect universal law principles and values, that's probably the reason why you don't have a good relationship, or your relationship is suffering, or why you can't find love, because you don't even respect the basics of love, bonding, and relationships. Peace and love. Peace is a man's drive. Love is a woman's drive. If you take a man's peace, he's going to seek peace in some other person, place, or thing, because this is what moves him. This is what inspires him. This is what makes him purpose driven. If you play with a woman's love, she is going to seek for love in some other person, place, or thing. This is law. This is facts. It's like salt to a sub. You're going to end this situation very quickly. So if you don't respect peace and love, off the bat, off the rip, you ain't ready for no relationship, baby. Not no real one. Y'all got to start putting good titles on bad situations. That ain't no relationship, because where you putting your love ain't taking you nowhere. You said you want to be in a relationship and you don't respect peace and love. Nor do you even acknowledge that love in relationship is direction. It's an action word. So if I love a woman, where is this love going to take me? If I'm sexing a woman, where is this sex going to take me? If I'm dating a woman, where is this date going to take me? Y'all got to start looking at words, defining words, and then apply it to your life. Application game is weak for you. Your application game is weak because you didn't even acknowledge the fact that relationship word is an action word, or a word of direction. So when one says they are in a relationship, they are attesting that you are going somewhere. And hopefully where you're going is somewhere positive. Because a lot of y'all are aligning yourself with people and calling it a relationship, putting good titles on bad situations, and you ain't going nowhere. Nowhere promising. You ain't going to nowhere but a dead end and a heartache. Heartbroken, wasted time, wasted energy and effort. That's you. Because you don't know how to love yourself more. You always settling. When you settle, you sell, and you sell yourself short all the time. And if you become repetitive with this, you have created hell on earth. That's why you go through the most hellacious situations, because you practice hell on earth. You've created your own hell mentally, physically, emotionally, because you're repetitive in bad behavior, poor choices, and aligning yourself to bad people. One who thinks bad, one who speaks bad, one who acts bad, attracts bad. So if you're attracting bad niggas, if you're attracting bad women, that's because of how you think. That's because of how you speak. That's because of how you operate. You are the energy you attract. So I'm going to tell you, I live a positive life. I live a positive life. I take care of my children. I protect my energy. I build my business and my brand. And I focus on what I need to focus on. I focus on the things I can control and things I can change. I hope what I said have changed you in a way that's something positive, or inspire you to live your best life today and your life going forward. Because a lot of y'all are wasting so much time, and your time is so valuable. Folk won't treat you right because you don't treat you right. Folk won't love you right because you ain't yet to love yourself right. And you've been on this planet over 30 years. Come on, speak, God. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You're going to be bow-legged and pit-toe getting off this live. You might have to go back and watch it again. You might need a new pedicure, because the reality is I'm stepping all on your toes because you've yet to address you. You want somebody else to love you, but God said you ain't loved you right yet. And yet to do it consistently, that it becomes something profitable or prosperous. Make it make sense. I've never considered a woman to love me until Jeff loved himself first. I've never looked out. I always look from within. You know what I always told myself since I was 7 years old? I said, if I love me and I be me, the right people will love me as well. I used to always say that. Let's go ahead and put it. See, y'all, some of y'all look at my stories, or some of y'all look at my reels, and I'll be in one of my favorite places in the house, dancing. You know the true reason why I do that? Do y'all really want to know why I dance in my mirror? I dance in my bathroom and be having a whole good time and a good vibe? Do you really want to know? Because I'm a great dancer to life. See, you don't know how to dance because you don't live to the beat of your own drum. Come on, speak, God. Speak, God. You don't live to the beat of your own drum, so life has no rhythm for you. Come on, speak, God. You're not a dancer. You've yet to learn how to dance in life because you don't live to the beat of your own drum, therefore prohibits you to have rhythm. So yeah, you can't be joyful. You can't be happy. You can't be successful because you're not a true dancer. You can't be, you don't live to the beat of your own drum. I don't live for other people. God gave me to live for myself. My emotions don't come from the outward. It comes from within. Anything that comes from the outside is nothing but a support system. People who love me, that support me, what I should be already be willing and doing for myself. So if I love me, I align myself with other people that love them and support me loving me as well. And also add additions to my love. So the reality is y'all looking from without, and that ain't nothing but a support system. You need to start loving yourself because until you love yourself, you're not qualified to love nobody else. So are you a true dancer? Because I've been dancing, baby, for a long time. I've been dancing for a long time because I live by the beat of my own drum. And because I practice this every day, life has so much rhythm. Rhythm to joy, rhythm to peace, living to tranquility. Anything my heart desires, I shall have, I shall receive, and I shall attract because I'm a true dancer. I live by the beat of my own drum, and life has so much rhythm, baby. It got so much rhythm. It's so fulfilling. It's so secure. Y'all got to stop living for other people because people are robbing you. I hope you caught that. I hope somebody get off this live and become a true dancer and live by the beat of your own drum. Because, baby, once you practice this consistently, the universal law, principles, and values will bless your days and your life because life going to have so much rhythm. You're going to feel good. You're going to look good. You're going to eat good. Life is going to be a big party and you're going to be successful because you don't live for other people. You respect universal law by living for yourself. So respect, peace, and love. Because if you don't respect peace and love, you're going to pay the stupid tax of life, a prepayment penalty, which means anything that's God sent that goes unappreciated, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. So some of y'all be having good men, good women in your life, and you acting a whole fool. There ain't a bus line of good men and women sitting at your porch waiting to be in your life. Good men and good women are hard to find, and some of y'all know this by now. Some of y'all are learning this right now. Some of y'all are experiencing this right now. So if you got something good or a good opportunity presents itself, appreciate it. Because if it's God sent and it goes unappreciated, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And you're going to pay the stupid tax of life because God going to bring you to the front of the congregation of witnessing that good man you had, that good woman you had, being loving, peaceful, and successful with somebody else. Somebody walk around enjoying your blessing because you was acting a fool and didn't have to go to school to get this dummy certificate. So do better. Make better choices. Change. Turn from the error of your ways. And you'll get the results you've been looking for. I love y'all, man. I hope what I've said has inspired you in some type of way. I hope you got something from this live. Take some mental notes. Write some stuff down. But start making better choices. And you'll get the results you're seeking. Because the reality is, man, a lot of y'all are some good people, but you make bad choices. You a good person that make bad choices. And you're ruining your life. And life ain't fulfilling. You're struggling. Those who love and support me, like and share. I am Jay Pitts Presents. I am your life coach. And class is dismissed. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We got to up the score today. God's in his bag. God's in his bag today, baby. You got one life to live. Saw the bigger picture. I wish you saw the bigger picture. If I make it, I come back to get you. It's clear as day, but you don't see the vision. I wish you saw the bigger picture. What we got deserves some patience. Cause this ain't no fake pain. I wish you saw the bigger picture. Beautiful and modern, all the same. But what's the photo if it's out of frame? I wish you saw the bigger picture. I pray you see the bigger picture. I call your phone, you don't pick up, you text me. Too late to come back, you say my art ain't even half the way it used to look. The color that I chose to compose my last masterpiece wasn't worth the cover of a book. I listened as you ran on by. When Rez and Van Gogh was there, I used to show you what's so pure at heart. Now all the pictures that I draw lately perfect my need to be basic, and all that shade tears your world apart. Colic, I promise, you say it's scribble and scratch. I know you don't mean it, cause on your walls where it's at. It's not my best, I agree, but I did what I could with these sticks and these stones to get us out of the woods. I find my rhythm in my stroke, then you fall in love with my art like you did before. On that note, I'll let go. Intent to my canvas to paint a mural of us. I hope that you understand the bigger picture. If I make it, I come back to get you. It's clear as day, but you don't see the vision. I wish you saw the bigger picture. What we got deserves some patience. Cause this ain't no finger paint. I wish you saw the bigger picture. Beautiful and modern, all the same. But what's the photo if it's out of frame? I wish you saw the bigger picture. I pray you see the bigger picture. To my roots, channel my youth. You love the color of yellow, but I'm working with blue. Like what's the use of doing art if I ain't breaking the rules? My graffiti wasn't Banksy, but you thought it was cool. It used to be fun to watch me do what it do, but when the paint started drying, I stopped running to you and started walking away. Cause I could paint any day, one line for being complete. I'm sorry I made you wait to get a crown of some space. I thought you'd be a great painter, cause you could see the good in me in all the angles. Rated your child we could have had, and those clowns in your past you paint just make it laugh all because that self-portrait that I put on display should have been of us. I left you out and I was wrong. I promise I'll start over if you come back home on a bigger picture. If I make it, I'll come back to get you. It's clear as day, but you don't see the vision. I wish you saw the bigger picture. What we got deserves some patience. Cause this ain't no finger paint. I wish you saw the bigger picture. Beautiful and modern, all the same. But what's the photo if it's out of frame? I wish you saw the bigger picture. I pray you see the bigger picture. I'll paint the sky blue. I'll paint the grass green. I'll paint the roses red. And everything in between. I'll paint the sky blue. I'll paint the grass green. I'll paint the roses red. And everything else in between. In between. In between. In between. I wish you saw the bigger picture. If I make it, I come back to get you. It's clear as day, but you don't see the vision. I wish you saw the bigger picture. What we got deserves some patience. Cause this ain't no finger paint. I wish you saw the bigger picture. Beautiful and modern, all the same. But what's the photo if it's out of frame? I wish you saw the bigger picture. I pray you see the bigger picture. Wish you saw the bigger picture. Open up your eyes. Yeah. Open up your eyes. You gotta see the bigger picture. Be in it for the long haul. That boy Crit. I love this, one of my favorite rappers. Big Crit. Hey, I can always say, make some decisions today that's going to make the future you look back at the you today and say thank you. Better choices lead to better lives. So you make better choices. It's not shocking. How are y'all shocked at results when you made better choices? Make it make sense. I'm never surprised at a result when I know I made better choices. I planned this. I anticipated this. I see, y'all got to change your expectations. Because when you're doing right, you're living right, you should have a better appetite. You're selling for bologna when your life should be offering you steak. It's your mentality. See, if you can't think it, it never existed. Come on, speak, God. If you can't even put it in the most powerful muscle, the biggest muscle of your body is your brain. You need to exercise it. You need to flex it better than what you're doing. The biggest muscle on your body is your brain. It's your brain. You don't flex it enough. There is no exercising it. You out of shape up here mentally. If you can't think it of what you desire, your goals, your aspiration, it never existed. And it never will come to pass. So I'm telling you, you need to make some choices today that's going to make the future you look back at the you today and say thank you. Because better choices lead to better lives. And better lives lead to better lifestyle. And when you live a good life and a better life, not only do you teach your children to live, but they're going to become better adults, even better than you. And they're not going to waste so much time like you doing. So you got one day, you got today. Somebody didn't make it to see today, but you did. You got that gift. What you going to do with this present? Are you going to open it up or are you going to leave it somewhere on the side of the bed? In that gift of today, shout out to Miss Thompson, because I seen something today that talked about the gift. If you don't see life as a gift or you don't see life as an opportunity, you're never going to be successful. Some of y'all, God got the gift right there for you and you yet to open it up because you're in your feelings, because you're making bad choices, because you're thinking negative. You're allowing the devil to trick you out of some of the greatest moments and opportunities of your life. Meanwhile, somebody is in jail right now, wish they could be free. Somebody in a hospital right now fighting COVID, trying to survive. Somebody is homeless last night and don't know what they're going to eat and tried to stay warm last night through the weather. I'm telling you, somebody's in the grave right now, but you sit here focused on something that don't matter, something you can't change or control. You can be a fool, but you don't have to. You have to go to school to be no fool or to have hold up that dummy certificate. So make some better choices. I am J Piss Presents. I am your life coach and class is dismissed. Time is of the essence and it starts what? Right now. Right now. Make a decision. I love y'all, man. I wish you could see the bigger picture.